Handrahan joins us. She's a professor at American University School of International Service. She's also trying to raise awareness on the plight of Syrian children, and she joins us. Lori, why aren't we talking more about how brutal this Syrian regime is alleged to have been so far? We don't know what's going to unfold in the future as well. But a lot of people might say, isn't the truth that when you look at how these young children are being killed, raped, abused, what have you, it points directly to the need for foreign intervention, and no one's willing to do that?
Absolutely, Jackie. Good morning. Thank you very much for following the story so closely. I think it's incredibly important. I think if you remember when you had me on earlier, I had actually quoted from the High Commissioner for Human Rights, one of the reports that they had submitted to the Security Council and to the world. And I said these children have names, and I talked about one part of the report where they talked about a 2-year-old girl, a baby girl, being shot in the head by an Assad security force so she wouldn't grow up to be a protester. I said that there was a boy, 14, who died in detention, face turning blue, blood coming out of his ears and nose, crying for his mother. So I think I'm incredibly grateful to War Child UK for putting out this report, because it's getting a lot of attention. The High Commissioner for Human Rights has been saying this since as early as April. The first report came out back in November. There's a special representative, it's called an SRSG, to the Secretary General directly on children in armed conflict. She's put out press releases, and one of the things she said, which was requoted in the War Child report, was, "This is disturbingly unique." And that's sort of the sense that I'm getting, having followed these issues in conflict for more than 20 years. I'm getting the sense that I've never seen this kind of documentation of the purposeful targeting of children, now documented by 5 different agencies. So I think it's absolutely a case for intervention. The case for intervention was, as I've continued to say, a long time ago.
Professor, if what we have here is systematic government-sanctioned abuse of children, what's the point of that? Why does the regime do that?
Right. Dan, that's an excellent question, and this goes into the responsibility to protect international moral norm. It's called an act of terror. So everybody knows, any intelligence agency around the world, KGB, Mossad, CIA, anybody who's involved in trying to get information, most people or many people can withstand pain that's inflicted upon them directly. What no parent can withstand is pain inflicted upon their own child. So the War Child report talks about young girls being gang raped in front of their parents, with their parents forced to watch by the security forces. This is the kind of thing, Jackie had asked me last week if there would be a quick fix if Assad was given immunity, for instance, and exited. When you've seen your 8-year-old daughter gang raped in front of you and you're forced to watch, and then the international community gives immunity to that regime, no, I mean, that doesn't work. There will be no lasting peace if there is immunity, and that's what all of the human rights reports have been saying. That's what the SRSG has been saying, and that's what President Obama pledged back in April when he announced an atrocity board and put prevention of mass atrocities at the center of American foreign policy, and that promise seems to be shallow.
All right, Professor Lori Handrahan has been joining us. She's with American University School of International Service. You raise a good point, and that is, will Assad and his regime face the alleged war crimes that many say that they have committed. So we'll keep watching it. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Jackie.